Ready for a little escape from the everyday?
I am. Let's go.
Today, we're taking you on a deep dive into Tel Aviv.
Awesome.
And we're not just hitting the tourist traps. We're going deep, unveiling the true heart and soul of this incredible city.
Sounds amazing.
So, are you ready to dive into the history, the culture, the energy of Tel Aviv?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay, buckle up, because we're about to time travel a few thousand years back to the city of Jaffa. Just casually starting at the dawn of civilization.
Wow.
Jaffa is one of the oldest port cities in the world. Like, we're talking Bronze Age old. Imagine Phoenician traders walking these same streets, thousands of years ago. It's wild.
It's incredible to think about, like walking through layers upon layers of history in
Wow.
those picturesque alleyways. They just transport you back in time.
Right. Like stepping back in time, except with like incredible street food around every corner.
Exactly. Speaking of incredible energy, though, let's jump forward a few millennia to Rothschild Boulevard. Talk about a place to see and be seen.
Right. The heart of Tel Aviv. So picture this. We're lounging in a sidewalk cafe, sipping some seriously strong Israeli coffee, just soaking up the sun and the energy.
And the architecture. Don't forget the architecture.
Oh, yeah. Surrounded by those iconic Bauhaus buildings. It's like a history lesson in modern architecture.
Seriously. The Bauhaus movement really found a home in Tel Aviv. I mean, it's known for those clean lines, that emphasis on functionality.
Yeah.
And it could have felt really stark, kind of impersonal, but in Tel Aviv, it's different.
It's got that energy.
Yeah. It blends with this playful, vibrant energy of the city. Modern, but full of life.
Like the buildings themselves are part of the city's rhythm. All right, so we've done ancient history, soaked up the modern vibe. Now get ready for full-on sensory overload. We're hitting the Carmel Market.
And I mean overload in the best way possible. It's an explosion of sights, smells, sounds.
The colors, though.
Oh, yeah.
Mountains of fresh pomegranates, those gigantic bunches of herbs. It's incredible.
It's an experience. You can't visit Tel Aviv without experiencing Carmel Market.
Absolutely. Okay, for our listeners planning a trip, what's a local delicacy they have, if EE, to try at the market?
Okay, you can't go wrong with hummus, obviously. But for something a little different, try and find a stall selling sobish.
Sobish. What is that?
It's amazing. Imagine this. A pita bread stuffed with fried eggplant, hard-boiled egg, hummus, tahini, a little bit of Israeli salad,
Oh, wow.
and this incredible tahini sauce. It's like a flavor explosion.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. But it's more than just a market, though, isn't it?
Absolutely not.
It's like a microcosm of the city itself.
It's a perfect reflection of Tel Aviv. So much life packed into every corner, so much energy, so much to see and experience, which is why it's actually the perfect transition to our next stop, the Tel Aviv Museum of Art.
Yes. A little bit of quiet contemplation after all that delicious chaos. What can we expect to see at the museum?
Well, they have this amazing collection of Israeli art, paintings, sculpture, photography. And it's just really powerful. You connect with the country's culture through the eyes of its artists.
Yeah.
But honestly, they have a little bit of everything. So whether you're into contemporary art or you're more of a classic art fan, you're going to find something to spark your imagination there.
Awesome. Okay, last stop on our whirlwind tour. We've explored ancient Jaffa, we've wandered down Rothschild Boulevard, taken to the sensory explosion of Carmel Market, immersed ourselves in art. I'd say we've earned some relaxation.
Absolutely.
And luckily, Tel Aviv delivers. We're finishing up at Gordon Beach. What can we expect from this Mediterranean paradise?
Okay, picture this. It's sunset. You're lounging on the fine golden sand. The turquoise waters of the Mediterranean are lapping at your feet. The sun's warm on your skin. There's a gentle breeze. That's Gordon Beach.
It sounds absolutely idyllic. It really does feel like we've traveled the full spectrum of what Tel Aviv has to offer. Ancient history, modern city life, a sensory explosion at the market, art and culture, and now pure relaxation.
Everything, really.
Exactly. So here's a thought for our listeners planning their own Tel Aviv adventure. With such a rich tapestry of experiences, what story will you discover? Go beyond the typical tourist path, explore, wander, get a little lost. Let Tel Aviv surprise you.